Now for more local news. Construction of a new perimeter fence and other changes are taking effect at the Elmo Stout High School in preparation for the new school year this September 8th. Education Minister Honorable Myron Walwyn says, in addition to physical works being done at the Elmo Stout High School complex, new uniforms for junior high students and the introduction of civics to the primary and secondary curricula are among the new initiatives being pursued for the new school term. Minister Walwyn says consideration is also being given to have separate facilities for senior and junior students at the Elmo Stout High School.
We will continue to strengthen what we have started in the first term. And I'm happy to be back. So again, I want to very much thank the people for the vote of confidence again in the government and of course in my ability as education minister. As you know, we started a number of initiatives over the first term. We have to now solidify them. Because you have to manage the stuff, see how they're working, assess them if they're not working, change where you need to change. So a lot of that is going to happen over this term. There are a few new things that will come on stream. For instance, you heard me speak about civics in the primary schools and also in the secondary school to make sure that our students are much more aware of what is happening, not just locally but internationally as well. An extension of the National Citizen Program to the primary schools now, where they'll be required to do certain hours of community service. Again, all part of our drive to build national pride. There are some changes that will come certainly in the secondary division of the schools. We're in discussions now with some of the teachers and principals about some of the things to see how we can work out the logistics. Particularly, I know one of the major things for concern was the mixing of the more mature students with the younger students at the Elmo Stout High School. And a lot of work has been done it's going on right now to try to deal with that. One of those things is a uniform change so that you can easily identify who are the junior students and who are the senior students. We're looking now at the campus to see if we can have part of it delineated, part being senior school, part being junior school, to prevent the interaction as much as we possibly can. You're seeing now that we're trying to fortify the perimeter of the school, and that will continue to enhance it. While we look, of course, at the junior high school location to see where is the best place to place that institution so that we can have the real separation and, of course, improve the quality of the campus at Elmo Stout.
Minister Walwyn says despite some delays, work will progress on the Claudia Creaky Secondary in Anegada. He also pointed to the implementation of the National Sports Policy in response to a question on formalizing sports in schools.
Work should start in Anegada. We had a slight delay, but work should start to get the building started. All the things are in order. The various contractors have gotten their supplies on site, from what I understand. So the building may not be ready for September when school opens, but shortly thereafter, it should be ready. And we'll continue, as we've done over the years, to improve the maintenance of our schools and so on. It's a program that we have done. Every time there's a school break, we try to do something evenly across the territory, and we're going to continue to do that kind of work.
And Minister, very quickly, the issue of sports in schools, having a structured sport program, any plans in that area to solidify some of the activities that are happening already?
We had a sports policy that was passed that has a lot of information. What we did, we pulled all the persons who were involved in sports together, and we were able to come up with a document that we think is a good document. And we're thankful to Mr. Ephraim Penn, who was the lead person on putting that document together with us. That has a comprehensive plan of sports in the territory, not just in schools, but also in outside of schools, to make sure that we pull things together and things are done in an organized way. We have now the acting director, who will be the acting director, Ms. Brenda Letsamtai of the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, and she and I have met already in terms of what we need to do in the schools to make sure that that becomes the grassroots program or the grassroots area for growth, to make sure that programs are maintained and we have sports come into prominence in the territory. I know there are a lot of persons who have a lot of views on what needs to happen. We are willing to hear the views of everybody. It requires a lot of capital to do a lot of things, financial capital to do a lot of things, and we're going to try our best to do what we can. We can't do everything all at once, but certainly if we have a roadmap, which is what the sports policy is, we can chip away at it to make sure that things are improved.
Education and Culture Minister, Honorable Myron Walwyn.